Hello Ranger dudes and dudettes, Henshin93 here, bringing you a long-awaited figure review on my end. These are the brand new Power Rangers Automorphin figures. These are the re-releases that came out about a month or two ago. And I just picked them up today at my local GameStop. Now these do retail about $19.99. But for what it is, I'm okay with paying that much myself. So, let's take a look at the packaging. Well, part one of the packaging. You see it's got a nice window box. It's got the new Power Rangers logo. Automorphin Red Ranger Legacy Collection. On the back, you see the Automorphin gimmick, as well as a few of the legacy items that are to be released. We got two more of the Automorphin. We have green and pink. We've got the Legacy Helmet Collection that is soon to be coming out, and these are the individual Zords. Much like the movie line did, with the individual Zords that come with the little 2-inch Ranger to pilot them. On the back of Tommy, his is exactly the same, just with, well, Tommy. So, let's take the X-Acto knife and crack her open. So I've been very excited for these since they were very quietly actually announced. They really came out of nowhere. Guess we are going to be looking at Tommy first, since that's the one that I grabbed. Now here, we actually have a very vintage style packaging. Let's see. We've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, ages 4 and up. We've got the figure there. Tattoo included, made in China, with real morphin action. Automorphin Power Rangers Tommy, as well as a almost 100% to my knowledge recreation of the back of the packaging, and front actually, for that matter. Now the only difference is that there are different legal titles on the bottom there, and for the evil space aliens part, it does say that pictured figures currently not in sales, and reproduction package image. Which is to say that, well, unfortunately, there's no evil space aliens to date. It has a story right here of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you want, you can pause it right here. As well as instructions to create the Power Blaster. And instructions to apply Power Ranger tattoo. Which, if you don't know how to do a tattoo, well, can't help you there. So let's get him out of the packaging and go from there. Alright, we are back. And I did bring out my vintage figures, and just as a comparison, so you can see how they stand up against each other. Now, of course, these are mine from my childhood, so some wear and tear is expected. Fortunately, these guys, Jason particularly, has a lot of wear and tear. But, as you can see, they are near identical. So there may be a little bit more of a black line on the newer Jason for the eyes, a outline for the eyes. We'll see if the camera can pick it up that well, but it might just be that's a cleaner paint job altogether. Now these guys are, 20 years old, so these are very, very loose. Whereas the new guys, brand new. Now these do come with their signature weapon. For Red Ranger, he has his power sword and the sidearm, which is the Blade Blaster. Now these do use the traditional Ranger way of grasping them, with the peg holes in the weapon and the pegs in the hand. So all you do is line up the peg, slide them in. There we go. Let's see. There was Jason. Now we'll get into the actual gimmick of it very soon. Let's get the 93 one out of the way. Let's take a look at Tommy, everyone's favorite Green Ranger. Now, there does seem to be a little bit more of a change in the newer in Tommy than it did with Jason. He doesn't seem to be as, well, anorexic in this one. See, he had very, very deep cheekbones. Stop focusing on Jason. Yep, there we go. He had very deep cheekbones. Whereas the new one, it's much more, much smoother and, well, more realistic. So, as far as the gimmicks go, let's toss 94 Tommy out of the way and take a look at the gimmick. So, ready guys? It's morphin' time! Tyrannosaurus and Dragon Sword! There we go. Here's the head sculpt for the helmeted version. So you see it's the only difference is, well, the head obviously. And if you didn't catch that before, all it is a simple flick of the wrist, or flick of the thumb in this case. And how it works is there's a little spring that catches back. Now, unfortunately, it only goes one way. You can't do a continuous flip like you can the Zeo figures. Which Bandai? I want Legacy Automorph Zeo figures. Please. If nothing else, though, at least give us a White Ranger for the Muddy Morphin. It's all we want. We don't want to spend $300 on a figure. Now, I almost forgot. There is a huge improvement on the Dragon Shield. So, this is the 94 Dragon Shield, and this is the 2017 Dragon Shield. Now, as you see, the original Dragon Shield, if I can put it back in, did not stay together at all. You know, you can just give it a flick and it's gone. Whereas the new one, Actually, I haven't even unsnapped this. I'm a little afraid. Wow. That was actually very satisfying. What? You have no idea how long I've waited for a working, functional dragon shield that doesn't fall apart just by sneezing. And it plugged back in rather snugly. See that? I was actually afraid to pull it apart. I was afraid of breaking the little pegs. They seem to be rather sturdy. However, I wouldn't, I wouldn't, bam, you know. I would just be very gentle when pulling it apart. Don't force it if it's not going to go. So, let's take a look at the Dragon Shield on the Green Ranger. Now, on the back of the figure, there's this little nudge right here. And that corresponds with the collar of the Dragon Shield. So all you do is you slide that into place. And there we go. There's the Green Ranger with his Dragon Shield. Now, the other figures do work in the exact same way. They all have that nub on the back. So if you want to, you can set them up like so. Just like in the show. Let's see if we can. There we have it. The Red Ranger with the Dragon Shield. As you can see, it's exactly the same. The only downside with the Dragon Shield, and I believe this was also an issue when I was a kid as well, is you cannot get, well, I guess you can get them to wear the Dragon Shield in civilian form. It's not as snug because the civilian heads don't have that nub in the back. Well, let's see. It might be better for Jason than Tommy, as Tommy does have the longer hair. Let's see. It is very, very loose, but you can get him to wear it in civilian form as well. Although, as you can see, it's really just sitting there pegged in. It's not, actually clipped into the back or anything like that. But actually, I kind of like that. That might be how I display him. So, this has been a review on the 2017 Automorphin Power Ranger reissues. All in all, I am very, very happy to have these in my hand. These have been a very long-awaited video, and a very long-awaited, well, release altogether. So, ready, guys? One last time. It's morphin' time. See ya!